So, hello, my friends. How are you all? I hope you are all well. And we are here with this live. Okay. So let's start our this live, and it's all about like a Gen 6th, and what happened on Gen 6th, and why that happened, and what's now, and who's responsible for that, and all those things we try to discuss in this live. And I hope you all join us, and I hope also to get your support, and I hope you will like the video, and don't forget to subscribe if you are new, and also don't forget to hit the like button also, so that we can bring you videos like this. So so let's start our like Jan 6th debate, and I like I found it more relevant now as we are about to like get the results of 2024 elections, and we are about to once again hand it over to Capitol to final ratification of the election results, and for to declare the winner of this 2024 election. I hope you understand, and I hope you also enjoy the live, and I hope you want to hit the like button, and don't forget to hit the like button. So I am still like trying to connect this 2021 Gen 6 with this newly approaching handover to Capitol that will ratify the 47th presidency of President Donald J. Trump. I hope there is like it is more relevant to discuss Gen 6 now than any time before. So let's join, and let's don't forget to hit the like button so that I get support, and we will start our version of Gen 6th shortly. So do write in the chat section whatever you have to say, and don't like forget to hit the like button also. So on Jan 6th, 2021, Jan 6, 2021, when the Senate was about to verify the winning of 46th President Joe Biden, all of a sudden people started to like come to Capitol, and they started to storm it, and what many media called it storm of people came to Capitol, and they to control of it briefly. Although the proceedings of scheduled proceedings of like a certification and other things continued, and it like had not much impacted the proceedings, but it still like impacted the impacted the U.S. reputation and democratic processes, and reputation of US as a democracy. So right now what we see is there is no disagreement, and there is no like a kind of dispute, and both Vice President Harris and President Joe Biden, both from Democratic Party, are now like a fully have now fully agreed with the outcomes of the preliminary outcome, I say, because we are yet to get the final result, though we are all guaranteed of this winning of President Trump, and we are all set to welcome him for the 47th presidency. But still, both candidate from the Democratic Party have accepted the result, and they are like a more or less have congratulated President Joe Biden himself, told to media and to the gathering of like a people in the White House that he personally had like a telephonic conversation with President Trump, and he had like a personally congratulated for his victory. And Mrs. Harris also like had a kind of address to his her voters, and she told her voters not to despair. So I don't think there will be any kind of like a dispute, and there is no any kind of like a disagreement yet what US is failing to recognize, or what US is failing to understand on Gen 6 is, we are still trying to debate that. Okay, so let's talk about it, and we will like talk where we are failing, why things like Gen 6 are happening, why we have these kind of incidents happening, and why they happened. So these are the things that we debate in our life. And so don't forget to join us, and don't forget to hit the like button from wherever you are watching. You can write in the chat section also, and I am here to like read your messages also, and I am here to like speak with you. And so let's kind of do it. So Gen 6. So Gen 6 is still not over, and so what actually happened? What actually happened on Gen 6 2021? 3.5 years later, we are still debating it because it is not much clear. It is not over yet, and it is more relevant now when Senate is again about, or will be like handed over with the responsibility to verify the results of the outcome of this 47th presidency, or the election results of 2024. So as per like a President Trump and his supporters, it was a kind of peaceful demonstration. It was a kind of peaceful demonstration then in 2021. But now we do not expect those kind of thing, as both of the President Joe Biden and Vice President Kamala Harris have agreed with the results, and there is no dispute so far. And we are all happy with these results. And President Trump has also claimed victory, and he also has no any dispute with any accounting, even with even with win, without even with win there can be some sorts of dispute, but he has not raised any kind of dispute so far. So I believe all three, and the Republican Party and Democratic Party and other leaders from Democratic Party and Republican Party, and no, from no any angle there is no like a dispute so far. So I believe it will be peaceful transition of power. But still, as the supporters of President Trump and his legal team all said, it was a peaceful demonstration. It was a peaceful demonstration. But the questions are: was it a bid for insurrection, or it was it a kind of like a if it was not the insurrection, was it the like a obstruction of like a proceeding, normal proceeding, or like a kind of like a democratic process. So these are the things that we still debate, and it is more relevant now than ever before, because it is just after Jan 6th 2021, we are now once again here on the like a front doors of verifying the outcomes of the 2024 results. So these are like these. Don't forget to join us, and don't forget to hit the like button. So was it insurrection, or was it like a normal call for like a normal call for like a demonstration, or normal call for gathering, or normal call for a peaceful like a peaceful demonstration? So what was actually that, and should it how we can prevent those kind of thing, and how we can ensure a peaceful transition of these powers from sitting president to elected new president? So these are the questions. So was it insurrection or not, or was it a normal call for a demonstration, or was it a normal demonstration from the people who were involved, or what actually it was? So I believe their dispute or disagreement with the results was is not much no, that was not much hidden. And so it was like a maybe it was the disagreement we may have like a shown we or like a people involved may have like a shown a disagreement with the with the outcome, and people may have been called for peaceful demonstration or peaceful show of strength, peaceful show of strength. But when people come in such a large number, and it is obvious that some elements try to like a disturb it, and kind of like a try to disturb the fabric, and this is where we missed, and this is where we slipped, and January 6th happened. People stormed the Capitol, people climbed the walls, people vandalized the things, people were all over the Capitol, and this is where we failed. People came in large numbers, and it was very obvious that some elements may try to like disturb the peace, disturb the like a peaceful demonstration, and that is where we all failed. People came in large number, supporters were large. We all saw that the Republican Party supporter, Republican like a party workers and supporters of President Trump, they all came, and they were large number of people, and they were the real voters, and they may have some disagreement with the results like the presidential candidate, and it may have been the show of strength rather than objection. And maybe despite those demonstration had they been peaceful, we could have proceeded with the ratification despite those like a show of strength. We could have peacefully moved with the ratification of the winner. So had it been like that, it would have been a kind of show of strength, and it would have been a kind of peaceful gathering, and it would have been a peaceful demonstration outside of Capitol, and it would have been a peaceful like a transition of power, and it would have been a peaceful ratification of winner, President Joe Biden. So, President Joe Biden. But we fell. We fell very badly. We couldn't recognize that the peaceful demonstrations could be disturbed. They could be misled, and that is where we fell, and that is where we like we failed. That is where we fell, and that is where we failed. We failed to recognize that some elements can mislead the masses that came for demonstration. As people told, as people involved in it told, it was supposed to be the peaceful demonstration, I believe, because peaceful demonstration, I think those are the kind of democratic rights, but democratic rights also should have some limitation. Should we at least try to recognize what is the like a what is the kind of like a democratic process that we have in the US? Does that call for the peaceful demonstration ahead of like a yeah, results verification or the Senate verification? So does that call that those kind of thing? So these are the like issues, and that is where we failed. We didn't recognize that some element can like at least can mislead mislead the masses, and it can go out of control, and it actually went out of control. It went actually out of control, and people climbed the walls, and people vandalized, and people took control of the capital. So it is what happened. Masses came, they could not be prevented. They may have some sort of right for peaceful demonstration, and had it been a peaceful demonstration and peaceful like a ratification process, it would be a completely a different scenario. But people climbed the wall, people demonstrated, and people with those masses, and people climbed over the wall. It would have been like a big bloodshed. Okay, it would have been a kind of like a big bloodshed. But so so but in order to prevent incidents like this, we all should be responsible. We all should understand the democratic process that we have in the US. Like the President Biden, who peacefully accepted the results and is committed for peaceful transition of power. Like Vice President Kamala Harris, who accepted the results and also is like committed so far for peaceful transition of power. So I think like in first hand show of strength. I think that is also kind of like a graceful exit. Also, that is a piece show of strength may have been required. Why that was required? Maybe that was required for like a graceful exit, or maybe unexpected exit. And for graceful exit, maybe peaceful demonstration were called, or peace people gathered for peaceful demonstration. But we couldn't like a pre like a pre like a prepare ourselves for those kind of incident. We couldn't like a barricade the people. We couldn't like a barricade the people. Some we couldn't. It is a big failure that we could not barricade the people 500 meters from the capital wall, or 300 meters from the capital wall, or when we saw the storm of people coming, we couldn't like take control of the situation. We could not barricade the people. We couldn't stop them 300 meters from the capital. We couldn't stop them 200 meters from the capital. They all of a sudden reached the capital and they climbed the wall. It is a big failure of administration. Who is responsible for those kind of like managing those kinds of things? Not only this, like a whole like a presidential administration, but the local administration who was responsible for like a local police or police department, or like a FBI, or other agencies also who are responsible for that. They could not prevent it, and Jan 6th happened. That is my version of it. And so it should not happen again. Okay, it should not happen again. So why peaceful demonstration? Maybe it was an unexpected result, and maybe for the like a graceful exit, a show of strength might have been like a required, and but they could not be stopped for peaceful demonstration only, and that is where they failed. We failed the security people in charge of security in two things. Once, they could not see that the unwanted elements could like disturb those peaceful demonstration, and they could not like prevent even the peaceful demonstration from reaching the capital. They could not prevent them from like a 500 meter, or like a 200 meter, or 300 meter far from capital. These are the two things that where we failed, where the securities failed, where the people in charge of the peace, maintenance of peace failed. So that is what happened. But I wish those type of things do not happen in the name of peaceful demonstration, or in the name of anything else. I believe, and I think this type of thing should not happen in futures. So if you agree, and if you are watching us, so don't forget to hit the like button, and don't forget to write to us. I am here to read your messages, and I am here to hear from you. So these are the things. G, this is the Geeta Kale. So good to see you, Geeta Kale. You may be from India watching, but we are discussing Jan 6th and what happened on Jan 6th. It was a big issue. It is a big issue, and it is still a pending issue, but we have been like speaking on it, and I believe my understanding of it maybe much clear than the understanding we have so far of it. And so it's it. And but many of the time we heard that it was a peaceful demonstration, but where we failed is we could not prevent them from coming to capital. We could not prevent them 300 meters from capital, 500 meter from capital, 200 meter from capital, and we could not recognize that unwanted elements can like disturb the peace. And so all those things happened. It is not only the peaceful demonstration that was problematic, but it is the people climbing the walls and vandalizing the things, and going inside those capitol building. Those were the things that made this January 6th very kind of disgraceful for like a kind of all of us. But it is the failure of people in charge of maintaining peace and order, which led to those kind of thing. And I hope in future these kind of thing do not happen. And in uh, we remain like a careful of those kind of things in the future. So these are the things. Anything you want to say, anything you want to write? Sorry, we want. Okay, sorry, you want. Definitely in India, we generally have some riots. We have the history of riots, but I am not sure. Not sure. We generally have a kind of Gandhism in India, and we generally demonstrate peacefully. We gather in Ramlila Maidan, everybody, opposition or not opposition, we gather in Ramlila Maidan and we demonstrate there. And I have seen a demonstration in India. Geeta, Kale, if you are still watching us, we have like a scene demonstration in India, and these things cannot continue like this. That is my point. These things cannot continue like this. It is not only us, okay? It is not only us. These things cannot continue like this. So that is what we want to at least try to make clear to everybody who watches us, or everybody who we try to at least reach to people with this our version of understanding of these things. But in India, generally people gather in Ramlila Maidan, and from there they rally, and they generally try to do their things peacefully. And in India, it is like a kind of our history is like peaceful so far, and I as far as I know. But what else that we do in what happens in India? What else happens in India? So what else happens in India is that we see those barricades. We see those barricades that prevent people from reaching to Parliament House, the old or new Parliament House. I have been to like a old Parliament House of India. I have seen that from outside, and outside. Okay, as a general visitor, generally we I had that opportunity to see that from outside. Okay, and as a general visitor. So I have seen that. And so what happens in India is people are barricaded like a 1 kilometer, or like a 500 meter, or 300 meter, or somewhere far from Parliament and from those things. So this is what happened generally in India. So that was not the case in US. People stormed the capital. People reached the capital. People vandalized the capital, and people uh, somehow wrote a kind of like a very kind of like a bad history. So that is what I want to say to that. But it is the failure of like a people to keep them away, and it was the failure of people to like a uh, recognize that unwanted elements can disturb the peaceful demonstration. That is what I understand so far of January 6th. So that is all. And I believe that such incidents or such events should not happen in future. And I personally believe that as we reach or as we approach the upcoming ratification or the upcoming Senate proceeding or the Senate ratification of winner, who so far is not like a disputed or who so far is not disagreed, it will be peaceful, I believe. But still, people need to be careful of January 6th and the lessons that it taught to us. So these are the things that we tried to discuss. And how many of you are watching us? Maybe. I hope you enjoyed it. And if you have anything to write, anything to say, anything to discuss, please do write, and let's debate it, and let's talk these things. And also, don't forget to hit the like button. Geeta Kale, if you are still here, do hit the like button. So these are the things that we discussed, and these are the things that we will discuss in future also. So anything you want to add, anything you want to say, please do write so that we can connect and we can talk. Anything you want to say, do write. And so it's like this, and that is my version of understanding of those things, January 6th and those things. And so anything you want to say, please do write. And I am happy to share my views of January 6th 2021 or January 6th. And was it insurrection or not? But it was a peaceful demonstration. People gathered in mass. We failed to recognize, stop them uh, far from capital or from reaching the capital, and we fail to recognize that unwanted element can always disturb those demonstration. So those are the things. Anything else you want to say, anything else you want to add, please do write. And I am here to read your messages and text. And it will be interesting to hear from you also. What happened? What happened? Geeta Kale, what do you think? What happened on Jan 6th? Let's hear from you also. And it is the Jan 6th. It is the Jan 6th. But we are failing on law and order, not only in Jan 6th, but many times our police department, I think the US police department, or local police, or the central agencies or the local agencies, those people are failing in in multiple cases. Like what happened on a Butler rally with the President Trump. Was that like a kind of preventable incident or not? So I think the people in charge of peace and order have failed there also. And people have failed in maintaining this kind of peace in many times. And I believe that as a kind of democracy and a superpower. So that is the right word, superpower, that we call to US as a superpower. I think US should not only be looking to global peace. US should be looking for a peace inside also. And I fully agree with President Trump on that. That where that what I fully agree with the President Trump that illegal aliens are entering the US. Why the people in charge of peace and order don't recognize that illegal aliens and people with criminal history are allowed to come through the borders to US, and they are roaming here and there. So why the people in charge of peace and order in the US don't recognize this very simple uh, and maybe interesting thing. So these are the things I think we are failing in maintaining peace and order, law and order in multiple cases. So these are the very like a kind of like a interesting and kind of like a very big and very like a kind of disgraceful history and kind of bad history that we have been seeing back to back in recent history. So anybody like a listening, anybody like a anybody watching us, please at least it's between it's I am like a speaking with you and I'm like a trying to like a at least talk my understanding of these things. So recent history has been like a kind of like a back to back. It has been kind of we are writing a kind of bad history on these matters. So I hope you enjoyed our live, and I hope you will like it, and don't forget to like it, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button, and don't forget to write in comment section, and don't forget to share also, and if you wish, and you can like a watch also. I don't believe I and my intention is not to like a kind of my intention is to like see these things and to try to like express my views, my understanding of these things. So it is like this, and we generally do these kind of things, and we are like a trying to do these kind of things, and we have been seeing watching these election results of this 2024 election, and maybe we will like try to do these kind of lives on these things from like not only from US and from like around the world. We will try to do the things as they unfold. So these are the things, and anything you want to say, anything you want to write, please do write, and I am here to like I will be happy to read your messages also. So if no, if you have like a missed missed this live, so you can like watch it again, and yeah, if you have like watched it, very I am like I am happy to like see you here, and don't forget to hit the like button, and don't forget to write in the chat section. So anything else you want to say, anything you else you want to add, do write in the chat section. So we will do these kind of lives in the futures also. But we have new president in place. That president-elect President Donald J. Trump, and I am happy to see him come back because despite all these things, maybe he will keep fighting, and he will keep fighting, and he will bring the economy back again, and he will bring the situation or the things back again post post this recent slowdowns and those things. I believe he will be able to bring those things back, and I believe those inflations and gas prices we have already spoke of that those gas prices will come down maybe, and there are some tariffs which will push the prices for some goods, and but I hope overall we will do good, and I am still watching the election. Maybe we will do another live, and whenever we see the results, and we will see these capital proceeding, capital Senate verification, and those things also. So these are the things. And once again, congratulations to all like President Trump, and for the election victory, and Vice President, and all for the victory. And I believe there is no reason for anybody to despair. And I believe people have already like a kind of getting out of a situation, and I believe there is no reason to despair. And we are like getting out of this situation, like a many like a kind of things. And we hope it will now it will be peaceful, and we can we should be able to prevent those kind of things 300 meters from capital, and those situations should not arise. And we should have prevented Gen 6 also. So thank you for watching, everybody, all of you. And I hope you will like the video, and if you like, you can share also. And you don't forget to subscribe for more videos. We will do like live like this. We will try to express our understanding, or try to have a live like this, or show like this. And I am happy to see you all here. Gita Kale, so far only Gita Kale wrote we want, but I hope Gita Kale you are not there in the US. And for India, we I have already talked about India. So these are the things we talked, and I hope it works, and I hope it will further clear the understanding of Gen 6. And I hope these things don't happen in future, or in upcoming Senate, until the transition completes. Until the transition completes, I hope these things don't happen, because we should be careful of the, because the peaceful gathering can be like a scene from people who have voted for candidates who lost. Those people can still gather, who knows. But we try to at least say that those things should not happen. And people in charge of those things should be at least able to see those things, and at least be able to prevent those things 300 meters apart. And so thank you all for watching. And I hope you hit the like button, and don't forget to like, and don't forget to subscribe, and you can turn the notification bell on for future videos also. So thank you all for watching, and so thank you. So thank you.